So at the beginning of this video, I am talking about how tired I am while I'm making pickles and how I can't wait for the water to boil. I just want to sit down. I'm just so tired. And the very next day I was at work and just suddenly felt like I had been just hit by a truck. I could barely stay awake. I was incredibly miserable, started aching all over. And I took a COVID test and it was negative. So I was like, I guess I'm just tired. I was super dehydrated and just really, really tired. And the next day, I want to say I just slept a lot, like a lot. And then Saturday and Sunday I was working, and if I wasn't working, I was sleeping. Like, I would get off work at 3 in the afternoon and I would sleep. And I would sleep until I went to work at 4 in the afternoon. And then on Monday, I had talked about how tired I was, and they told me to just, sign off and go rest. And I kind of argued it until about 1 in the afternoon and decided I was really that tired. Really just didn't feel good. Signed off and slept till like 5 in the evening, where I then forced myself awake. On Tuesday, had to run errands. So I am now on, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm on day 6 of still feeling groggy and tired. So then on Tuesday, I tried to run some errands, and then couldn't finish them. I had to come home. I was so tired. I didn't trust myself to drive. I actually even canceled my daughter's therapy appointment, and I did not think that I should be driving. I was so tired and groggy. And I ended up laying down and basically sleeping the rest of Tuesday away then, and calling in sick that evening because I was just so tired. Wednesday felt a little better. Thursday was doing okay. Took a little nap. During the night, got a sore throat and a cough and stuff. Friday, my supervisor sent me home again. I just couldn't shake it. So I am pretty sure that I had a false negative on my COVID test. And that is what happened, because the past 2 times I've gotten COVID, I'm just so incredibly tired. But I quarantined, and hopefully it didn't go any further. Kids didn't really act any different. So I think basically what happened is I had tested negative. And then as I wasn't getting any better, I finally decided to take a test again. And it stayed negative for like 13 of the 15 minutes. And then in the last 2 minutes, a really light line appeared, giving me a positive. And then it's back to negative a couple days later. So I think I got a false negative on that first Thursday. And then it was 1 week later. So 7 days later, I took my next COVID test. And that was the light line. And then now it's testing negative again. So, it's a good thing I'm a homebody regardless. So I don't really like to go many places. Most of the time. Sometimes I get bored, but it doesn't happen a whole lot. I got a lot to do all the time. So I didn't really go any place, but I think it was a false negative. Then at the end of COVID, very end, and then it's not contagious or whatnot anymore, but I'm just living with the aftermath of a nasty cough that's still making me sleep 12 hours a night and be tired all day long, probably because I'm coughing all night long. But it explains why I was so tired trying to make pickles. What are you gonna do? It's the third time I've had it now. Sterilize the jars, but I started with too small of a pot, and so while the water warms in the other one, I'm just using the small one, but I really thought I was onto something, not digging out the bigger one. So I'm making bread and butter pickles, and it is really strong in this kitchen. I don't know if it's supposed to be this strong. I don't know. So I have the last bit.
No more monkeys jumping on the bed. 0. Lay them down and they're all gone. What are you
have
doing?
The last bit of cucumbers going, or being sliced, and the water switched over into the bigger pot.
But switched in the bigger pot and nothing else. It's a 4th.
One jar left that I have sanitized.
We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because we only have this for only for our ace. For ace.
Where's Teeny Tiny?
Outside.
She is by herself.
What is this?
It's a magnet to lift the lids up out of boiling water, which I need you to get back
Wow.
because this oven.
That freaked me out.
Or not oven. The stovetop is hot, babe. I've been boiling.
But I would be right there and see it.
No, I know, but it's all very hot right here.
Can I stand right
So,
here?
and then from everything I've seen, you put
Is it fine if I stand right
the
here?
cucumbers in and you push them down like as tight as you can, like tightly pack them really
Can I
tight,
put this away?
which to me seems like it's something that
Can I
would,
put one away?
no, your hands are not clean enough, no.
Yes, they are.
Which is
Look.
something that would make them soggy
are.
and smushy, but
Mommy, look at my
literally
hand.
like everything I've
They
read or
are,
watched
look.
on YouTube says to smush them down
Mommy,
in
can
there,
you show me my hands are clean?
tightly
Look.
pack them.
Look.
So
They are clean.
that is what I'm trying
Watch
to
the whole
do.
thing. They're clean. What? Look,
I'm
1,
gonna have
2.
one cucumber left.
Look, Mommy.
Mommy, you need to not be in the kitchen.
Is this clean?
Yeah? But
They are,
Not
Daddy.
clean enough to touch the food right now.
not to be in here.
So after I tightly sealed them, I have the water boiling. So then I took this thing and tried to get in air pockets out of the side, cleaning off the rim. Is it her?
What?
Is it her?
Yeah. Got my hands full. I'll back turn
Now I'm putting the hot sanitized lid I actually already boiled these, but I'm getting them, just making sure they're really clean since I have them sitting on the counter. So, sanitizing those for a minute. Putting it on, and then just finger tight, not as tight as you can. Just, now I'll boil them for 10 minutes. actually bought. It's supposed to make sure that these do not touch the sides or bottom. It's too big for my pot. Just waiting for it to come to a rolling boil so that I can go sit down. My feet hurt. I'm showered and in my pajamas because that yard work was brutal. But I have it done. Well, it's done enough. I ran out of steam. And we got company for a minute, and all it took was me for a walk over to say hi, and I turned the sprinkler on and was just basically done. And took a shower and started slicing cucumbers. My daughter brought me vinegar, so I'm just waiting for the rolling boil to be in, and I am gonna sit down, make sure it's on the board. These kind of stove tops are, first, I don't like electric stoves, and then second, I don't know, I don't feel like it gets hot as well. I've had gas stove for years, so I know it doesn't do what I'm used to, so then it just feels like it's taking even longer. So, and as I said, my feet are killing me. Okay, like, that wasn't there. Did everything. Hope that's okay. Jeez. Anyhow. It's just bubble, bubble, bubble. I feel like I could do better than that. Maybe I'll just sit down and come back in a few minutes. So, emergency vet visit this morning. We have kennel cough. Never been around another dog. Never go anywhere. This is unexplained. All right, today I am attempting to make and can salsa. I've made salsa many times before, but it looks like you might have to add like vinegar and stuff when you can it. So I am going off of a recipe on.
She doesn't have no underwear.
She doesn't?
No.
In her drawer?
Yeah. No underwear.
Let me go check this out. It looks like, hey, it's hot. Get away from there. So.
That looks like teeth.
Teeth?
Mm-hmm.
It's my chopper.
Magnetic.
So the chopping's super easy because I have a tool that I bought down here a couple of years ago. But this coring of the tomato, I don't really like doing this. This is tedious. But this recipe I found didn't make me peel the tomatoes, so I'll stick with the coring over blanching and peeling 5 pounds of tomato. You can hear them yelling in there. Having a feeling that sis is being too bossy about her getting dressed or what she's gonna wear or something. Teeny Tiny's fighting her. What? You need help with those? Yeah. Well, I totally skipped to the end. So I'm now putting it into the jars. I cut up tomatoes, onions, jalapenos, everything. I didn't do bell peppers. I forgot to buy them. That's okay. Not that big of a fan of them, really. And then I put a quarter of a cup of tomato, lime, and lemon juice. I had 3 lemons, but that wasn't enough, so I ended up having to use some of the jarred, you know, the stuff in the refrigerator that you buy. So I use that, and then I added some salt and pepper, and I think that's everything. I started tasting it while it was, I had to boil it for 20 minutes, like simmer it, and I started tasting it while I was doing that. And I decided that, garlic, that's another thing I put in there, some cloves of garlic. And I decided that I hadn't put enough garlic in. I was so worried about the garlic being overpowering that I ended up not putting enough in. So I added some garlic powder and salt and pepper to get some more flavor in there. And I just put it into the jars. And now I'm gonna boil it in here for, it says 15 to 25 minutes. It seems like a really big gap to me of time, of what to do. So now I'm like, what exactly do I do? So I'm guessing I'm gonna lean more toward the 25 minutes. Maybe I'll do 20. Go right in the middle of the two. Yeah, that should be. And let it set in there maybe for like 5 minutes. What do I think of it? I want to say the pickle recipe said that. Let stand in the hot water. Wow, that was weird. That just popped when I put it in there. I'm gonna have to Google and see if that's a good or bad thing. I think I'm putting too many in here. I'm gonna have to do 2 batches. So, yeah, now I need to Google, find out if that jar is okay. Looks so much better today. Where did my potatoes go? Oh, what the heck was that over there?
Mommy!
Yeah? Ooh, I don't know.
I just found something.
You did? What'd you find?
A flower.
There is a flower.
Mm-hmm.
These are strawberry patch.
Stop it. Ah!
Oh,
Is that a wall?
No, that's a big bee.
Baby.
I'm so excited about the watermelons. I really think they're gonna work out this year. Last year by this point, the squash bugs had taken over everything. Look at the size of that nasturtium. So I never got any, even when they started. They didn't last long. Okay, seriously? Did that grow since yesterday? My question is that, it is a potato vine. Don't pull it, don't pull it, don't pull it.
I know.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, and then this Armenian, what are they called? Armenian yard-long melon? Or cucumber or something. I think it's melon. I'm excited about that. I've never tried one. Oh, well, if it's pokey. Potatoes, my basil. I was gonna look into finding a recipe that has, what, honey? So I was gonna look into finding a recipe for tomato basil soup. Because I love that, like Campbell's anyhow. I thought maybe that would be an answer to all that basil. And maybe I could make it with these 3 tiny little tomatoes. So, yeah, she took her jammies. They got in the pool for a while, and she took her jammies off to do that, and then came inside and got frilly Elsa jammies to put on as her outfit for the day. She's very much a princess and likes to dress up in different things. So I'm really gonna have to look back and see what this stuff is. I am positive that that is squash just by the leaves, but
Mom, my bug bite's bleeding.
your bug bite's bleeding. I see no blood at all.
Mom, see my
Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay.
I don't need a baby.
No, you don't need a Band-Aid. I don't even know what I was saying. Anyhow, my hands are burning and stinging. I did not know I had all these little cuts on my hands until they were in salsa and lemon juice. And I am very aware now, or not salsa, jalapenos. They are burning. Look at how tall the corn is all of a sudden. Just shoots up like overnight. Seriously, it's crazy. You're gonna tell Kylie you have a bug bite?
Mommy, did I hit myself?
Did you hit yourself?
No.
Hurt yourself?
Uh-huh.
I don't know, did you?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Daddy did
so
do that
neat.
in
I love it.
winter.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Daddy
So,
did
still,
say,
grasshopper, don't like them, don't like them, don't like them. Probably didn't need to be that dramatic, but I don't like them. It jumped on my foot. Okay.
Mommy, do you want
She is. She's.
Mommy, do you
What are you doing, Zena?
want
Eat some of that. There's a lot of poison ivy right there. All right, so still don't see any more pumpkins. And I did kind of mow down the sides of it yesterday. So it's a little thinner. And I still don't see any. Just the 2 I knew. Probably okay though, really. But it looks good. I mean, I think I'm gonna pull it, try to get it to grow more this way, so that, get off of it, get off of it. Is it poking you? I hope so. Zena, stop it. Zena, stop it. So the tractors don't hit it. So, Elena, oh, there you are. So yeah, my garden tour consists of nothing still. What else I was going to share? One more thing about... I don't know. I know what it was. It was an update on Paisley. So the awful cough apparently is kennel cough. Yeah.
Mommy,
Which is strange because... What? Anyhow, it's super strange because I've always related kennel cough to being kennelled, going to a groomer, dog park. Go on. Even, you know, at least going to a vet or, you know, something. But I did let the baby cat in, didn't I? I didn't even think about it. Can you catch her? So anyhow, I always related to that. And, you know, they went through everything trying to trigger my memory of a time that she could have gotten it, all the way to somebody bringing a dog to visit or taking it to the dog bath, dog parks, as I said. Anything. Is there a chance somebody took the dog someplace and you weren't home or didn't realize it? And there's just not, you know. I mean, even with that, out of the 3 dogs, if, you know, it would usually be Maddie would grab a dog to put in the car, and it would have been probably Xena. And I think other than that, it was Thor went someplace recently with Kylie and Seth. So, I mean, there is like no explanation. She said it does happen. It's just rare. But to watch my other dogs because it's so contagious. Baby, close the door. That wasp is going to get in. So, antibiotics sent to the pharmacy. Morgan will pick them up when he gets off work and pick up pill pockets. And we hope the other dogs don't start it because that cough is scary. It's like they're wheezing and they're choking and gagging. And when it first started, I thought, run her outside, she's going to throw up. And, you know, close the door. There's no throwing up. So it's been going on since yesterday morning when I woke up. I was still in bed the first time I heard it, and that's when I, you know, grabbed her up and we ran outside. I didn't notice it that much during the day, you know, but she was playing. I was working in the yard. You know, she wasn't necessarily by me. Then last night in the evening, when things started slowing down, is when I heard it again. And I was like, I'm not taking you to an emergency vet. Cough up whatever that is. And then by 10 o'clock, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to take you to the emergency vet. Close the door. And, and then she calmed down. And we slept, and I didn't hear her through the night or anything. And then I woke up this morning, and sure enough, heard it first thing, called the vet. And, I mean, it's not life-threatening, but it sounds awful, and it makes her miserable. You can just see her flopping around. She'll run like a maniac and still play, but then, you know, she lays a lot more also. So hopefully it'll pass fast with the antibiotics.
If you like this video, push the button down below.